Within the last 15 years, tattooing culture has seen a significant rise in popularity. As years go by, we're constantly straying away from the meaning of tattoos being a form of youthful rebellion and more towards a greater significance. Recent surveys show that at least 32% of Americans have at least one tattoo, with the number jumping to 46% among the age range of 30 to 46. As we see tattoos becoming more commonplace, it begs one question. Why are we seeing this significant rise in tattoo culture? I'm here today at I Love You Tattoo in Maryville, Tennessee to try and find out. I'm going to be taking you along to meet the shop owner, some of the artists, and also get a tattoo firsthand so you can experience it with me. Without any further ado, let's get started.
My name is Jenny Hand and I own I Love You Tattoo. We've been here since March of 2021. I couldn't find a job that really suited me, so I started door to door going to shops. And I got rejected a lot, and finally one took me in. 2012, I started, and I did tattoo myself. They're my worst tattoos, but tattooing has become a lot more accessible just since I've started tattooing. And I didn't start with an apprenticeship. I started just tattooing anyone that would let me. And then I kind of got put under someone's wing at the shop. You would use this. Tattoo directory. The white pages of tattooing.
Oh, very cool.
And some of the ones from here are still there too. Like Southern Draws in here. There we go, there's Tennessee. Right here. Cleveland. We got Maryville, Electric Sting is still here. Knoxville, Saint Tattoo's still here. So back in the day when they were making flash, they were meant to be repeated. They were meant to be on everyone. And you could tell whose flash it was just by looking at it. Basically, if you had the flash in your shop, it meant that you were friends with the artist or that you painted it yourself. All the flash that you see in the shop has been purchased, which is like friends of the artist. They give you permission to tattoo it. So it's all here with intention of being tattooed. It's not just to decorate the shop. Okay, get this too. These are by Rollo Banks. And so this is 1987 that he did in honor of Ed Hardy. But Ed Hardy's designs had much more detail than the old stuff. And then here is a tribute to Zeke Owen made by J.D. Crowe, which J.D. Crowe is probably the biggest supplier ever of flash. Tattooing has been around forever. Sailor Jerry brought tattooing to America, basically, like blew it up. Like I'm sure people were doing it before him, but he brought it to all the ports, the Navy ports, and tattooing all the sailors. A favorite person of mine is Philadelphia Eddie. He was like 15, wanted to just get a tattoo, and the guy, he was charging more than what he could afford. Well, he got one. The next day he wanted another one, and he was like, I want to learn how to do this. And he was like, well, bring me, I don't know, $200 or $500, whatever, and I'll give you all the equipment and teach you how to do it. And so he went and like robbed a grocery store and brought it back to this guy named Brooklyn Blackie. And basically the guy was like, here's the stuff, go ahead and tattoo. So do you remember I was telling you about Brooklyn Blackie, who taught Eddie how to tattoo? So this is the acetate of his. And basically how you would apply this, instead of just like putting the cream on and then putting a stencil on how you do today, this is etched into plastic and you put graphite in there. You rub some Vaseline on the arm and then you place the graphite on, and then you have to carefully lift it off, and then you have the stencil there.
That's
but
so cool.
One wipe and it's gone.
Usually have more than this. It's
Yeah.
a busy trip.
That's cool.
Feel free to step inside.
Tell me a little bit about your background, how you got started in tattooing.
That's like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started tattooing 20 years ago. It's probably the short version. There was no other job opportunities at the time. And then I could kind of draw. Like not even really well.
In your 20 years of being in the industry, how have you noticed that kind of cultural change?
I mean, there's so much like ebb and flow with everything. Like the age, the styles, the amount of money and stuff. My parents used to hate it too, but they never experienced it either, you know? So I think the more popular it becomes, it's like exposure therapy. Like, your dad hates it, but his friend, has a sleeve now, so he has to accept it or not be friends with him. So.
I think by this point in the video, I've done enough procrastinating, and I think it is time to take my pants off and get under the needle.
What's up? I'm Ethan. I'm the apprentice. I've been here for about 7-8 months. I started in January, started actually doing line work stuff in April, just started doing shading.
How does the apprenticeship process work?
Before you actually get your apprenticeship, it's good to actually build a portfolio of stuff you want to do and then other various styles, just to show that you can do more than one thing. Another good thing is to build a foundation of drawing every single day.
Ethan is the apprentice. To get an apprenticeship, you don't just go to the shop and ask for one. And you don't cold call or message on Instagram. You have to draw. You have to come in confident because you're looking to beat out everybody else that wants an apprenticeship.
Have you always felt this kind of artistic expression within yourself?
Yeah.
That's always been like my thing. Like in school, that's the main thing I would do. Like I would literally get in trouble because I was doing art rather than doing my homework.
I always thought I was good at drawing until I started tattooing.
I guess it kind of started with my bedroom, putting things on the wall, putting it to my taste, decorating things.
Throughout the process of recording this video, I was left with one question unanswered, and that is, what is the point of this all? At a surface level, it may seem that getting a piece of art on your body is the point, but I think it's something deeper. In my opinion, it's something more meaningful. It's a sense of community and belonging. Throughout the many hours of footage that didn't make it into this video, one thing remained consistent throughout every clip, and that was the laughter and genuine enjoyment shared between the artists and their clients. It's obvious that tattoos are a form of self-expression, but to me, I think it's more than just the ink. It's the human connection that we share throughout the process of tattooing. I want to give a thank you to Jenny and all of the artists here at I Love You Tattoo, and I'll leave you with this. Go out, support your local artists, and be part of the creative communities that make spaces like this possible. That's all.